got a pretty, let's say, tough car in here at 4x4 DNA this week. It is Tuff 62. This is an iconic car that everyone in South Australia and the white 62 community knows about, even probably Australia. Instagram is everywhere. But we've been working on this car for some time, and it's got to the, we've always said to the owner, Charlie, when it's finished, we'll do like a full review video on it, because it's pretty much a burger with a lot. If you can strap it to a car, a Y62, this thing has it. I will take you through the whole car, but there's one thing it's missing. And we've talked about it for a while, and speaking to Charlie, he's finally bit the bullet, pulled the trigger, and we're bolting a supercharger to it this week to complete the vehicle, which means we can do the full review on it. We've been lucky enough to be a significant part in this build. There are other people that have worked on it as well, on track, did the 4-inch lift, for example. So I'm going to take you through everything that's done to this car, and then the process of putting a supercharger on it. Where do we start? You know, I guess the thing that stands this car out above others is the wrap. This was Dizzy Decals did this, and it's an amazing job, and the detail that they've gone into with this wrap is just next level. Like, have a look at the badge. They've even wrapped the Nissan logo inside. I don't know how hard that would be to do. I reckon it'd be pretty difficult, but that's next level wrapping if you ask me. Of course, sporting the textured Predator bar, and we've gone for this black theme throughout the whole car, even to the point where he had Nava lights, and we've changed them to the new black ones, just so we've got that full black and white effect. Continuing on bar work, flares, just to make everything blend in. These are wrapped, by the way. He loves his wrap, Charlie. And that goes along with the Big O sliders across the bottom. They've had a fair workout, actually. And then the Razzler rear bar that we've got. And in a textured finish. We don't often do them in textured, but this was our first go at it, and it turned out really good. Actually done in-house by Razzler themselves. Really like that finish. How cool is the detail? Few people would know, this was our test vehicle for the Dash roof rack and ladder. Charlie was kind enough to let us use his car to test out, but this is where it all started, with this roof rack right here. All right, I pulled this car out the front so we can have a better look at it. Check it out. People drive through and just stop and look at this car out the front. So the detailing we've got here with the wrap, like even the mirrors are done. Everything's done. It's a top job. Even the roof, like they've done the roof in black, and if I can show you the back, I really like how they've done the back. I'm gonna have to climb up for this one. See how they've done the detail around the spoiler? I like that. Up on the roof while we're here, it's a 50-inch curved light bar, and then yeah, just that dash rack again. What I'll show you next is the inside detail of the wrapping. Have a look at this. This is a camo wrap on everything on the wood grain. So wood grain delete, I suppose. Show you what it looks like inside. How good does that look? Now, when we open the side little cabinet here, this reveals the airbag setup. So we've been doing a lot of these lately at DNA. So compressor, basically turn on down here, then you can adjust up or down. With the long range tank, you probably want about 15 in the airbags when it's full. And then as you pump forward, we can drop the pressure to, you know, probably 5 or something like that. If you're using your car a lot for, you know, towing, full driving, the amount of times I've gone full driving and forget to lower the airbags, you can do it so easy from here. Or the other thing, you're in a convoy and you're about to go, you know, leave for the morning with the caravan on. You're in a rush, you hook up, you go because everyone's like pushing for it. I've got airbags. Instead of having to get the compressor out, get the hose out, go and air up, it's just look down, press the button, job done. Back of the car now, talking about detail, check out, like, even the lights are smoked, badges are wrapped. So much detail has gone into this car. Again, Nissan's been put into the badge with the matching the wrap. This is a TI, but he's installed the auto tailgate lift. That's this thing up here. It actually works better than what the TILs have in them anyway, so it must be a stronger setup. Full Lawson rear drawer setup, fridge and drawer on this side, and then that comes through as a table as well. Can't believe I'm plugging Lawson's here, but there you are. Moving into the back of the car now. Nice stickers. This is where it's never going to run out of power, so massive 240 watt inverter, battery underneath the floor and solar controller too. Things you can't see, bash plates under there, dash off-road, and we put a safari snorkel on this not long ago. I'll talk more about that safari snorkel soon when we get to the dyno, because we have had this car tuned. Basically it ran out of air, so we put a snorkel on it. It made an improvement, but got like an extra 8 kilowatts by putting the snorkel on. But we still want more out of this thing. It's got 37, so it needs some power. So we move into the Supercharger. Here we go, it's time to rip this thing apart. If you ever get a red box like this show up on your doorstep, be very happy with Father Christmas. There it is. Now we've got to put that on. Nah, let's not put on that. Let's go put on my car. Like I was saying, there's a lot of fruit on this thing. It wasn't long ago that we had Tuff 62 in here, pulled all the diffs out. We've done, because of the tyres, the bigger tyres, we had to put diff gears in. And so if you're going to do diff gears and pull it all apart, you might as well do a front locker. So Tuff 62 also has one of those magic buttons for basically as much traction as you can find now. Right, let's go talk to Steve-O about what we're up to with this charger. Sorry to interrupt here. I'm keen, so this is where we're up to. Like, we all know that the big blower thing goes there, but what I didn't know is how much other stuff has to happen before then. What do we have to do, Steve?
Obviously, we're in a process that we've had to mount the cooler, which is a radiator. Obviously, coolant goes through the system, but having the coolant go through the system, we've got to fit pumps and everything before we even think about fitting the blower. Wiring, we've got to have power go up into the fuse box. So you've got to drill little holes, you've got to mount the little pump. Well, it's not little, it's actually quite a large water pump. So it's an electronic water pump that's got to be powered up. So we've got to run all the little bits of criteria. We've got to mount this cooler, which is, you know, there's a little bit involved, especially when you've got a Predator bar and you've got all these little winch control boxes. Everything's got to move. It's got to be 10 mil away from everything. So yeah, it's fiddly, but once we get all this done, it's going to be neat and tidy, ready for us to do the exciting part.
The fun bit.
The fun bit, yeah.
We'll cut to that next. Is that your belt for your pants?
Yeah. Check this out.
Whoa.
So the ribs are wearing through, so just be careful. Everyone's going to have to keep an eye on that.
That's the second one we've seen like that.
Yeah, slowly cutting through.
Check.
It might look good on the outside and no cracks, but they're going through.
Oh, now it's getting exciting. Here we go. Look at this. Ooh.
It's about that time we started to do these on, isn't it?
Is it? Hey ho, boy. Fast and Furious. All right, we got to bolt this baby up. We're close. We're getting close. We're getting close now. So on Monday I said to Steve, how long will this take? And he went, oh, it'll be done by lunchtime. Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking it was going to be done.
I'm a slow reader.
There's a lot of pages in the instructions. This is all the instructions here. It's like a book, step by, like, good, but there's a lot going on here. Anyway, we're almost there.
Bring them on, bring them on. Anyone wants Supercharger, we can fit them.
Yep, off to the tuner tomorrow, and let's see what we can punch out of this thing. First start. Have you got your 10 mil in your pocket?
I lost a couple though. Ready?
Go.
Yeah.
Time for some tuning. Launch it. Here we go.
It's exciting times, isn't it?
I reckon let's crank her over, eh?
Let's do it.
All right. Way faster than a 4-point-something ton vehicle should. What do you reckon, Ellie?
Good.
What do you reckon?
Perfect.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
She goes now.
She goes hard. Love it.
Alright, there we go. 4x4 DNA has a supercharger tick, and we quite like doing it, to be honest. In fact, we liked it so much. Whoa! Here comes another one for this car right there. That's this week's video. I hope you enjoyed the supercharged action. See you again on YouTube. Yeah. I don't know why they make this look so hard.